The makers of Pepto-Olive, the only product you will ever need, proudly present the continuing saga of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator. And now, Episode 6 in the continuing saga of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator. Tonight's episode is entitled Uncle John's Band. As you will remember from our last exciting episode, Buddy Shell, Mickey Gold, and Mickey's faithful Australian shepherd Yeller have been arrested while breaking into the home of the mysterious record company mogul and suspected vampire known as the King. The unhappy trio are now on their way to the San Santa Buena jail. At the same time, Buddy's father, Max Shell, has been taken prisoner by a motley group of people calling themselves freedom fighters. Max has been accused of being a spy and is now awaiting the arrival of the group's leader when, in the distance, the unmistakable roar of a panther is heard.
What was that?
That's the leader!
Suddenly, from a deep thicket stepped the King himself, a portly man with thick black hair dressed in a white jumpsuit with a sequined scarf and sunglasses. He was followed by his assistant Red, a cadaverous-looking man who walked with a limp, and Lavender Hepburn, a beautiful young woman singer now in the employ of the King's record label. They were joined a few moments later by two other disheveled-looking guys named Larry and Peter.
What's shaking, cats?
Welcome,
Master!
What's shaking, Ma?
We caught a spy, Master!
I ain't no spy!
If you're not a spy, then who are you? And don't bother telling us, because spies don't tell the truth, so we won't believe you, so shut up.
I don't know what he said, but that goes for me, too.
What'd he say?
Shut up.
You can't tell the king to shut
I
up.
didn't.
You didn't what?
Tell the king to shut up.
Yes, you did!
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I heard you.
Sheen told the king to shut up.
He just honked.
That means shut up.
You did it again.
Did what?
Told the king to shut up.
Well, what'd he say now?
I didn't hear nothing.
He just honked.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Did what?
Honked.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Master, he's evading the question. In fact, he also evaded the draft. He'll probably evade his taxes next, and then what will he be?
Shut up!
Gentlemen, please.
Who are you calling a gentleman?
Explain yourself. And if you can't explain yourself, try explaining him.
Who?
He's evading the question again.
What?
He said shut up, and that goes double for me. King, honey, how long do we have to stay here with these idiots?
Not long, Lavender, honey. Just sit your pretty self down over here by the fire. Won't be long.
That's what you said last time, and we were here for almost a half an hour. These guys give me the creeps.
Hey, what do you mean here?
Now, honey. These are my fellow militia members who are here to further the cause of freedom.
They're a bunch of morons, if you ask me. You shut up.
Now, Red, take Miss Hepburn over to the fire and get her a drink. Bring me some cough syrup, nice when you get a chance. Thank you.
Yes, King. This way, Miss Hepburn.
Oh, all right. Make it fast, please.
Now then, Ma, call the meeting to order.
Members of the Panther Division of the Militia of Murray will come to order.
We can dispense with the minutes from the last meeting in the interest of brevity.
Yes, Master. Any old business?
I don't know.
No old business? Good. New business?
I believe we have some prospective new members. Gentlemen, step forward and be heard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, King. My name is Larry J., and I was a successful businessman here in San Santa Buena for many years. I had everything a man could want. I had a beautiful home.
Oh, yeah.
I had beautiful cars. I had a wonderful wife. I had 2 or 3 children,
Hallelujah.
lovely children. And life was sweet. I believed in the American dream.
Oh, yeah.
I did. Indeed, I lived that dream, my friends. Then one day the government stepped in and destroyed my entire life.
Tell it, Larry. Tell us.
Tell us, Larry, what exactly did the government do?
Well, thank you. One day, a man from that government came to my bowling alley and informed me that because of a new law, passed without my knowledge, smoking would no longer be allowed in my establishment. I said, who passed such a crazy law?
And what did he say?
He said that the government passed the law, and if I didn't like it, I could just choose to close up my business, because if I allowed smoking in my business, agents, those from the Bureau of Alcohol, Firearms, and Tobacco, would come in and stomp on my stomach with their jackboots until my eyes popped out like Eddie Cantor. Well, friends, what could I do? What did you do? I didn't allow smoking. And pretty soon, all the people who bowled stopped a-comin'. The leagues, they got smaller and smaller, my friends, and my bard business died. Dried up. I had to declare bankruptcy. I lost everything. My business was gone. My home. My wife ran away and took the kids. Now I live under a freeway bridge. My life is ruined, and it's all because of the government.
Freedom! Thank you, Larry, for your heartwarming and rendering tale. Brothers and sisters in arms, I ask for your affirmative vote to admit Larry into the ranks of the militia of Murray. All in favor, say aye.
Aye!
Thank you. Congratulations, Larry J. You're now a member in good standing.
Oh, thank you, King. I'll do my best to live up to the ideals of the militia.
Yes, Larry?
What exactly are the militia's ideals? The ideals of the militia?
Red, give Larry one of our brochures.
Right away. Here you are.
Thanks, Red.
Yes, Larry?
This is a brochure for an A-frame home in Lake Havasu Pines.
You gave him the wrong brochure, Red.
Sorry, King. Here you are.
Thank you.
Now, you read that, Larry. I think that will answer all your questions. And now our next candidate.
My name is Peter P., and I'm an alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Yes, I know. I don't look like an alcoholic, but I am. I have to have a drink first thing in the morning, and it gets to my bladder.
Excuse me, Peter. Are you an alcoholic because of the government?
No. I'm just an alcoholic. Isn't this an AA meeting?
No, son, it isn't.
It isn't? You know, I wondered why there wasn't any coffee.
This is a militia meeting.
Oh, sorry. Do you take alcoholics?
Of course, we're militia. If we didn't take alcoholics, we wouldn't have any members.
I see.
Red, give Peter a brochure.
Yes, King. Here you are, Peter.
Thanks, Red. Hey, I already have an A-frame in Lake Havasu Pines.
Red!
Oh, sorry. Here you are.
Peruse that a moment. I think you might be interested.
Oh, yes, sir.
Call me King, son.
Yes, King, sir.
After all, the government regulates alcohol in this country. Ergo, the government is responsible for all the alcoholics in this country. Am I right?
Right, you are if you think you are, Master.
Right, I am if you think I am.
Right!
Amen.
From Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, baby, loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Got two reasons why I cry away each lonely night. The first one's named Sweet Anne McQueen, she's my heart's delight. The second one is prison baby, the sheriff's on my trail. And if he catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. Got a wife in Chino, baby, and one in Cherokee. First one says she got my child, but it don't look like me. I set out running, but I took my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight.
Meanwhile, Buddy and Mickey have arrived in the San Santa Buena jail and have been booked for unlawful entry and burglary.
All right, Shell. You have the right to make one phone call.
Thanks, Sarge. Do you have a dime?
It costs $0.25 now, Shell.
All right. Do you have a quarter?
No.
I have, buddy.
Thanks, Mickey. I'll get us out of here in no time.
Who are you going to call, buddy?
I'm going to call my old friend Frank Fongu.
Who?
Frank Fongu, owner of Fongu Bail Bonds. I went to high school with him. He'll get us out of here in no time. Don't worry.
I hope so. I don't want to get raped.
You're not going to get raped, Mickey.
I thought everybody who went to prison got raped.
You're not in prison, Mickey. You're in jail. There's a difference.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, in prison, you're held behind bars with criminals. You have to do what the guards say, and you're at the mercy of the gangs.
Yeah, and in jail?
In jail, it's completely different. You're behind bars with criminals. You have to do what the guards say, and give me that phone, quick.
Hurry up and call.
Right.
Yo, fungal bail bonds, Frank speaking. What'd you do, scumbag?
Frank, it's Buddy.
Buddy who?
Buddy Shell.
Who?
Buddy Shell, your pal from high school.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, Buddy?
Pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, you still a gumshoe?
Yeah?
So how's business?
Okay, listen, Frank, I'm in a jam and I need your help.
Oh, yeah, sure. Anything for you, buddy. You know that.
I knew I could count on you, Frank. Listen, I'm in jail. I need you to bail me and my operative out.
What are you in for?
Oh, unlawful entry and burglary.
Oh, ouch! How much is bail?
5,000.
Oh, double, ouch. I don't know, buddy. Why'd you do it?
To what? I'm innocent.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've been in this business for 15 years, and I ain't never bailed out no guilty guy. Know what I mean?
Well, then this'll be a first. Just get us out.
I don't know. 5,000's a lot of scratch, you know what I mean?
Look, I'm good for it.
That's what everybody says. What about your dad? He must have some dough.
I haven't called him. Look, I've done enough favors for you, so you owe me.
Yeah. Stop at the guilt trip.
So get me out.
I don't know. It'll take some time.
Look, Frank, I don't want to have to start squeezing, you know? But maybe the cops would like to know about your other business. Know what I mean?
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. And I think the cops would be most interested.
All right,
Capiche?
jeez. Blackmailing a high school friend. What's this world coming to?
It's coming to a bad end. Just like you will if you don't get me and my friend out of here and pronto.
All right. Just sit tight.
I don't think I have a choice.
Okay, I'll see you as soon as I can. Ciao.
We'll be right back to the second half of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator, in just a moment. But first, a word from Pepto-Molive.
Pepto-Molive makes teeth shine, keeps your auto running fine. Use some when you're feeling blue. Don't forget pets like it too. Pepto-Molive, it's the best. Go and put it to the test. Pepto-Molive, yes indeed, the only product you will need.
And now we return to part 2 of Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator. The mood at the militia meeting is now becoming ominous as the king addresses the question of Max Shell.
And now we must address the question of this gentleman. Ma, what are the charges against this person?
This guy was apprehended by our scouting party while spying.
That's a lie!
We'll decide that if you don't mind. What is your name?
Max Shell.
Owner of Max's Bikini Waterworld?
Oh, I heard of that place.
At your service.
Well, brothers and sisters, we have in our midst a gentleman of considerable repute. Silence, please. Mr. Shell, what were you doing out in the woods at this time of night?
I just came from a city council meeting where I was double-crossed by those lousy crooks in the city government and that Harry Gantz.
Really?
Really, I was so mad I just started walking, and pretty soon I was snatched by these weirdos and brought here against my will.
Nabokov, did you actually see Mr. Shell doing anything suspicious?
Nah, I just thought he looked suspicious.
Baravelli, did he have anything on his person that would implicate him as a spy?
Hey, sure he did. He had these on him.
Those are my reading glasses.
That proves he's a spy.
Straighten the varmint up.
Yeah.
Hold on, fellow members. Hold on.
King, it's getting late.
Just a minute, Lavender, honey. Baravelli, how does having reading glasses make him a spy?
He needs the glasses to read all the secret papers.
We don't have any secrets. Government is secrets from us. That's why we're fighting it, to get our country back. Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Shell, I feel we owe you an apology. The freedom fighters are guilty of poor judgment, but you'll agree that they were only doing what they thought was best for the cause.
Yeah. I guess. Can I go now?
Anytime you wish.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Except
what?
unless you'd like to stay and help us rid our country of our crooked politicians like those that wronged you and the rest of us. You see, all of us here have had our lives made worse by illegal government which rules us now.
What illegal government is that?
Surely, Mr. Shell, you're aware that the federal government has taken over control of our country.
Why, you're right. My God, I hadn't thought of that.
You're not alone. You're also aware that the media controls all thought in this country, and that if you add up all the channel numbers on the VHF dial, the number is 91. Makes you think, doesn't it?
I'm not sure I understand.
91 is the number of the original signers of the Constitution, which belonged to the Freemasons.
Masons?
Wow. Exactly.
I didn't know.
And that 91 is exact multiple of all the representatives of all the countries in this so-called New World Order. And that Ronald Wilson Reagan has exactly 6 letters in each of his names. 666.
Holy mackerel, and I voted for him twice.
You're not alone. You see, Max, we, the members of the militia Murray, like other militias around the country, are attempting to educate the mass of citizens to the reality of what is really going on here in this country. We're here.
Well, why are you called the militia of Murray?
We were formed in memory of Murray P. Sneed, a courageous American who died fighting for freedom.
Oh, what happened to him?
Murray felt the government had no right to tell ordinary Americans not to take the tags off mattresses under penalty of law. I'm sure you all seen those tags.
Yeah, sure.
To protest the invasion of his privacy, Murray put all the tags off the mattresses on his bed.
So, what happened?
1 week later, he was found dead.
Oh, was he murdered?
What do you think? Of course, the official explanation was that because he took the tags off, his mattress exploded while he was asleep, and it choked to death on the filling. That was just part of the cover-up.
That's horrible.
Ever since, we've dedicated ourselves to his memory. That's why we need strong, independent-minded people like you see around you now. That's why we need people like you, Max.
Wow. I don't know what to say. This is quite an honor.
Then you'll join us.
If you'll have me.
The honor will be ours, Max. Fellow members, join me in welcoming Max and our 2 new members to fight the good fight. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
And now, in closing our meeting, let us sing. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains majesty.
Meanwhile, at the San Santa Buena City Jail, Buddy and Mickey are being locked into their cells where they are awaiting the arrival of Frank Fongu to bail them out.
Here we are, Shell. I hope you'll enjoy your stay with us.
Thanks, Officer Taylor. I'm sure we will.
Hey, Screw, has my lawyer called yet?
Not yet, criminal. And don't call me Screw if you know what's good for you, boy.
Richard, what are you doing here?
I was arrested for sleeping in my car.
For sleeping in your car?
Just for the last 6 weeks in front of the donut shop. The lousy cop said that if I wanted to live there, I needed a toilet.
Well.
Can you believe the cheek?
You know this guy, Mickey?
Sure, buddy. This is my friend Richard Gere. He works at the donut shop.
Which one?
White Guy's Donuts and Scones. Oh. You know, at the Palm Oaks Viking Polynesia Plaza on the boulevard.
Oh, yeah, sure. How's it going, Richard?
How do you think it's going? I'm in the slam, you twit.
Your name is Richard Gere, like the movie star?
It's spelled G-E-A-R.
Richard was in the Beatles.
You were?
What's it to you?
He was the keyboard player. Paul McCartney kicked him out because his playing was so advanced.
I thought Billy Preston played keyboards for the Beatles.
Watch it, Governor. I don't take kindly to hearing that name.
He's really touchy about that, buddy.
I guess so.
Billy Preston did play the keyboards for the Beatles. This guy is a phony.
Listen, Screw, I don't have to take that from a flunky jailer for this oppressive justice system.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it?
Whoa. Come on, guys. We're in jail. Can't we all get along?
If you guys would ease up on the negative vibes, you'd probably feel a lot better.
This guy's right. Just let it go, guys.
Easy for you to say, Governor. You didn't have your entire life ruined.
All the more reason to get rid of the negativism. Wouldn't you say?
He's got a point, Richard.
What's your name, man?
China Cat Sunflower.
China Cat Sunflower?
Yeah.
You mean you named yourself after the Grateful Dead song?
Yeah. My real name's Steve Siegel. You a Deadhead man?
Sure. So's Richard and Buddy.
Far out.
Hey, you guys like the Dead?
Ain't you been listening?
I've been a fan since I was 12.
You?
Yeah, I've seen them 20 or 30 times.
Yeah, probably arresting people at the concerts.
I wasn't always a cop, man.
I was a lighting guy for the Dead.
Wow, cool.
I guess you were pretty bummed out when Jerry died.
Not really. Jerry had a good trip.
I couldn't believe it. It's like an entire part of my life was over.
Yeah. My friend Steve woke me up at 9 in the morning with the news. Bummed me out.
Well, you shouldn't be, man. Jerry was a positive man. Each step is always forward, even death.
Yeah, I guess you're right. When John Lennon died, I felt bad, even after what they did to me.
You know, both John and Jerry had a lot of flaws, but they spent their lives making people happy.
Jerry once said that to be able to spend his life being able to change people's attitude through music was the greatest high there was.
They were classic tragic heroes. They reached great heights, but in the end their greatness caused them to fall, like Icarus flying too close to the sun.
Got a cigarette, man?
Yeah, here.
Can I have one too?
I didn't know you smoked, Mickey.
Well, I don't, but being in jail and everything seems like the thing to do.
Thanks for the cigarette, officer.
Hey, don't mention it.
It's like Bob Costas said at Mickey Mantle's funeral, you know. No one wants to see everything we did in our lives, but how many of them know what it's like to achieve the greatness that he did?
The Mick, what a great player.
Yeah.
He was a hero for an entire generation.
I was named after him. My dad was a big Yankee fan. He named me Mickey Mantle Gold.
I didn't know that.
Sure.
Far out. You know, I was a Yankee fan, too. I love the Mick. And Whitey and Yogi.
And Bobby Richardson, Tony Kubek.
Clete Boyer, Roger Maris.
That was the team. It's funny. I went from Mickey Mantle to the Beatles to the Dead. Kind of a weird progression, huh?
Not for people our age.
Hey, what's your favorite Dead album?
The Live
Wait
Dead.
for the Blood.
Working
It was the
Man.
first
Dead.
album.
Beauty was right. I just love
Oh, I remember I saw them at Winterland in San Francisco when I was 16 years old.
Yeah. I was at the Fillmore West one time, and I couldn't get in because they were sold out. And then this guy came up behind me, and he told the guy at the door to let me in. And they did.
God, who was the guy?
It was Bill Graham. I couldn't believe it. He overheard me, and he felt sorry for me, I guess.
You're probably the only guy you ever felt sorry for. If you were at the Fillmore, you remember what was written on the wall across the street?
Yeah. St. Stephen will remain, man.
That's right.
Well, the thing that I remember on that wall was a phrase I never forgot. It said, "You get what you resist."
Remember the tour with the giant sound system?
Oh, man, that was something.
It wasn't that it was so loud, you know? It was just so clear.
Yeah, the piano sounded like a piano.
Yeah.
Not electronic, but like a real grand piano.
Yeah, really. Hey, China, were you at the band during the acid test with Kesey?
No, man, I'm too old for that. But my brother was there. He still talks about him.
I was there in the San Francisco tests and the one in Griffith Park, too. The pranksters were a trip.
Kesey and the pranksters. Man, I must have read the Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test 10 times.
Ooh, great book.
Those people helped change the world.
Yeah, you know, they really did.
We all did. Everybody says the 60s were a failure, but if you think about it, the world's a different place because of what went on then.
There's still a lot of things for us to fix.
The world still stinks.
Yeah, but we did start to fix some stuff.
We stopped the war.
Yeah.
Got Nixon's butt out.
Yeah, but there's still too many people hating each other.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what Jerry and the band did for us. They gave us a sense that we all could get along if we want.
You know, maybe that's his legacy, man.
Dear Uncle John's band by the riverside.
Got some things to talk about here beside the rising tide. Come here, Uncle John's band. Yeah, playing to the tide. Pick it up now. Come on along or go alone. He's come to take his children home.
Send Shell Gold and the dog up here. They're bile bondsmen's here.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Oh, thanks. Hey, see you guys.
Yeah. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah.
Peace, man.
Tune in next time for the next exciting episode of Buddy Shell Metaphysical Private Investigator. Buddy Shell Metaphysical Private Investigator was written and directed by Terry Miles and produced for Fried Out Features by Steve Carlson. starring James Egan, Damian Gravino, Shelley Herman, Randall Carver, Steve Carlson, Larry Jantz, Michael Metcalf, and Terry Miles. It was produced at the studios of KCLU in Thousand Oaks and engineered by Steve Carlson. This is your announcer, Brent McCoy, reminding you what a long, strange trip it's been. This show is dedicated to the memory of Jerome Garcia and Mickey Mantle. Thank you, and peace.